Hi, Lakari. Thanks for joining us. I know that you're a proud Gamilaroi Yularoi woman from Walgett in New South Wales. Can you tell us a bit about that, please?
Both of my parents are from Walgett, so I come from a big Aboriginal family on both my mother and father's side, so I'm very blessed to come from such a big Gamilaroi Yularoi family. To give a bit of context, my mother's side are from the Walgett, Colorinabri up to Narran Lakes area, and then my father, Walgett, Brewarrina across to Moree as well. So that's where my family come from.
Are you able to share with us how you discovered your passion for art?
Yeah, for sure. So I've always been creative since a little girl. I think that also was fostered from my mum as well. She's a big creative, so that kind of was passed down to me from my mother. I've always been into scrapbooking and paper and stuff when I was a little girl, and then that kind of transitioned into where I am today.
You describe your work as art that explores movement, essence, and stories of country. How do these three pillars inform your practice?
So when I talk about the movement, essence, and stories of country, I'm talking about when you see the beautiful ripples that are left by the wind in the sand. That's when I'm talking about the movement of country. When I'm talking about the stories of country, I'm thinking about the stories that my mum or significant people or elders from my community have told me about country. And the essence is really based around that spiritual connection that we as Aboriginal people have with country and the land, waterways, sky. So that's really what I'm speaking about when I talk about the movement, essence, and stories of country.
You embrace contemporary methods of art making, such as graphic illustration within your work. Has this always been the case, or has it evolved over time?
It's definitely evolved over time. When I purchased an iPad is when that really blossomed. Obviously, because how am I going to make digital things without an iPad, or any other digital means? But when I did buy that, it just really transformed the way that I could portray my art. Like I can play with different palettes and different textures that I really couldn't when you're using a physical art form. So the digital method has really escalated my art and also kind of changed the way that people also interact with it as well.
Macquarie's purpose is to empower people to innovate and invest for a better future. How did you go about representing this within the artwork?
So I've used small, medium and larger meeting places that you can see throughout the artwork that really represent everyone's role at Macquarie in contributing to reconciliation. No matter how big or small your role is at Macquarie, it's all about everyone contributing to that overall vision of reconciliation to create a better future.
Thanks so much, Lakari, for joining us and for sharing so much today. It was a pleasure to have a yarn.
Thank you, Holly.